Hello again, everyone. In my powerful name, Rosalind Christ of Nevada, I greet you all. I greet you all in peace and compassion in the name of Christ Church. My reflections again, I continue on being church, how there is no choice. It is mandatory to be church in order to reap justice. There is no other way to be a Christian, to be a church leader, if you cannot be church, if you cannot be a Christian. I am not a fan of bishops, especially in the United States. When I was removed from Mauritius and sent to the United States, I was horrified to see how bishops have become in the West here, in a developed country like United States. Unfortunately, they have lost their faith, and of course, through more than 2,000 years, the meaning of church has always meant to be building, and there are everything that was happening, that has been happening, everything in these buildings is everything except being church. It is sad. I am not mad. These are human beings, and I am not mad. I'm here to fix the problem. I was sent to this country. God made me Christ to fix the problem. I am going to tell you the truth. The truth why God has chosen me to be Christ is because there is no bishops in the United States that can pass in front of me. I put it plain and simple. In other countries, bishops, the structure of bishops seems to be working better because those countries are not system of capitalism. They do not have or run in a system of capitalism. So it's different. In a system of capitalism, bishop, it is not a good idea to be a bishop, because everything turns into how to make money out of it, how to be paid to do it. So this is the reason in the United States there is the issue of institutional church. That means a student go to college, get a bachelor degree, after a bachelor degree graduate, and then they become a clergy, they go through a process to become a clergy, and they get paid to be priest. That's it. It's like a job. So, as from the second coming of Christ, I am removing bishops as a status to be church leaders. They are not even church. Their status, they are not even being church. They are not church. They're being. And they call themselves church leader. That means building leader. Wrong. Look at what's going on in this nation. There are more people who are perfect doing the wrong thing, and there's barely less than 1% of the population who are really working towards doing the right thing. We cannot have a nation like that. This is the reason it is important to teach the right thing. The bishop decided to lose their faith, they decided to abandon their faith, they give up on their faith, and they are going a different direction. The meaning of church has been distorted for more than 2,000 years. The writings are correct, the writings are there. There is no mistakes about the writings, the early Christian writings, and the meaning of church. I'm not someone who goes by punishment. I'm here to fix a problem. I'm here to identify what is the problem, and we go from there. I do not go by what people agree or disagree. I go by what is your support. What do you support? What do you support with? What is your support? What do you support? That's how I go. Now, with being church, everything can be done. Justice can be done. You can go anywhere. You can be anywhere and be church. You can be on the street. You can be driving. You can be on the field. You can be sitting on the roof of a house. You can be under a tree. You can be sitting by the bank of a river. You can be church. Oh, being church is extraordinary. And that's the freedom that, through me, Rosalind Christ, I give his freedom to every of the disciples of Christ. I give you his freedom to be free. Church. Church is not meant to be within four walls, limited in space, where you're limited in time and space. No. I am removing the status of bishops in the United States. It doesn't work. Bishops in the United States, I tell you what, they go separate from their spouse, they go in a different city, in another state, they start to do politics, another one's writing about other things except church. Anything they want except church. Bishops are looking for relationship and support from other people's spouse. They go and they rant, they complain. There are so many churches that are being disturbed. Building churches are being burned in the United States. Nothing being taken care of. There are states that we are doing things illegally and we are running the state illegally instead of teaching the right thing. Have church leaders being church as a leader and teaching the right thing in the Word of God, none of this would have happened. Everybody would do the right thing. People from other countries are no longer going through the right path to enter a country. In the United States, they are going through border. Instead of visa office, they're going to border. By mass. That's why it is important to teach the right thing. Everybody deserves justice, but you have to go through the door, the gate of justice, in order to be granted to obtain justice. I am the door. I am the gate. There is no one who can reap justice except through me. I went through visa office. I went through all the interviews with the FBI. I think 4 different interviews. I went through the length of time with patience, with gratitude, with contribution to this country. I went through the steps, step by step. And I am a naturalized citizen. I do not stand in the United States and go off the street and scream and shout out loud with a flag of a different country. I honor, I respect, and I work hard for this nation, for the American nation. Anybody who dream the American dream, who want to realize the American dream in their lives, they have to go through the steps of Christ. On these words, I leave you, and I pray with all my heart, through my own words, directly to you, that justice will be done in the right time, in the right way, in the right nation. Thank you.